Hello students, today I take the revision of unit 2nd. It is unit 2nd is based on fungi. So in this unit there are three main chapters. First one is the general characteristic of phycomycete. Second one is the life cycle of Rhizopus, and third one is the life cycle of Aspergillus. So first of all we discuss the main point of the general characters of the phycomycete. So this in this group, the mostly these fungi are occurs on aquatic conditions. That means they are present in the fresh as well as marine water, and they are called the water molds. Some of these group members are parasitic on the algae, fish, and insects. So they maybe depends on the some algal plants and fish as well as insects. And then uh, most of these members are the saprophytic and terrestrial. Saprophytic, that means they grow on the dead material and they are present on the land as well as in some angiospermic plants. So in that the main point regarding the exam, that is they are called as the why they are called the water molds, and they are mostly some members are the saprophytic and terrestrial. Then regarding the characteristic, the phycomycete group shows the holocarpic thalli. That means the whole thallus is converted into the spores or the gametes. Then next is the mycelium. So mycelium of these fungi are the cynocytic. Cynocytic, that means the mycelium is the branched, septate and multinucleate. That means septas are absent and they are having the many numbers of nuclei. That's why they are called the cynocytic. So this is the characteristic and main point you have in mind. Then next important character regarding the cell wall. So cell wall of these fungi groups are made up of the chitin or cellulose. This is also important regarding the MCQs type questions. Then next one is the reserve food material. So in the fungi group, the reserve food material in the form of oil droplets. And then this is also important. Then regarding the reproductions of the reproduction in the fungi phycomycetes group members, so they shows the sexual types of reproduction. Asexual reproduction, that means with the help of zoospores and aplanospores. So zoospores are the motile structure and they are two flagellate and they forms in zoosporangium. These aplanospores are non-motile, they are non-flagellated and they produces in sporangium. So these are two main types. From that the asexual reproduction takes place in the phycomycetes groups. Then second one is the sexual reproduction. So in sexual reproduction, that may be homothallic or heterothallic. That means homothallic, that means they are present on the same thallus. Two gametes are produced on the same thallus. In heterothallic condition, that means the two gametes are from two different thallus bodies. So in the sexual the sex organs, that is the gametangia. So the gamete production takes place in the gametangia, and mostly the sexual reproduction is takes place in the three different types. First one is the isogamous, second one is the anisogamous and oogamous. Isogamous में क्या होता है, जो the produced gametes are similar. In unisogamous condition, then both gametes are the dissimilar, and in the oogamous conditions, what's happened, the male gametes are the small and motile, but the female gametes are the large in size and they are non-motile. So in MCQ, different types of MCQs may be asking on these different topics or different point, that is what is isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. So you have to read these points. Then this is also regarding the sexual stages and asexual stages of the Phycomycetes groups. So let's move towards the Rhizopus. So in the Rhizopus, you have to first of all uh, read the classification. So because the in MCQ different questions may be asking regarding this MCQ or classification. So it comes under the division U Mycophyta, class Phycomycete, subclass Aflagellate, order Mucorales, family Mucoraceae, genus Rhizopus. So you have to read all these points. And then habit and habitat of the Rhizopus. So this Rhizopus, it is the cottony mycelium. That means it is look like the cotton. कॉटन आपको पता है, उसी तरह इसका माइसिलियम एकदम वाइटिश ग्रोथ रहती है माइसिलियम से. दैट्स वाई दे आर कॉल्ड द कॉटनी mycelium. And mostly it is observed on the warmth or moisture and plenty of air conditions room. These rhizopus are also called as the bread mold. Why it is called bread mold? Because it is grow on the bread. So if they are grown on the bread, then it is called as the bread mold. But instead of bread mold, it is also grown on the some decaying organic matters like fruits, jelly, jam, vegetables, etc. So this is regarding the habitat or occurrence. Then thallus structure of Rhizopus, mostly it contains the mycelium, sporangiophore and sporangia, and at the base there is the rhizoidal branches are there. So thallus of this Rhizopus is called as the mycelium. And the second important point is the cynocytic. That means the hyphae is the accepted and multinucleate. Then cell wall is made up of the chitin. Then it is a reserve food material is the oil droplets. Then and the mycelium, the black pinhead like structure, that is called as the sporangium. So these are the important words, and on that different words the questions may be asked. Then regarding the rhizoidal hyphae. So these rhizoidal hyphae are also called as the hold flask. Why it is called hold flask? Because this structure is penetrates the substance, or they will be anchoring this substratum, or they will be absorbs the nutrition from this substrate. That's why they are called the hold fast. Then this is the another part of the stolons, then sporangiophores. Then regarding the nutrition in rhizopus, तो इसके ऊपर कैसे क्वेश्चन आता है, तो दैट्स लाइक the rhizopus shows the extracellular digestion. Why? Because the rhizoidal hyphae penetrates into the substratum and they secrete some cellular enzymes. So these enzymes convert these organic food material into the simple sugar, and then this simple sugar will be penetrate through this rhizoidal hyphae and circulated to the throughout the mycelium. That's why this rhizopus shows the extracellular digestions. Then next point regarding the reproduction. So in the rhizopus, the asexual reproduction takes place by the aplanospores and chlamydospores, and sexual reproduction takes place by the formation of gametangium in homothallic or heterothallic conditions. So in aplanospores, there is the uh, you have to see in this picture. In the mycelium form, the sporangiophore is developed, and on this sporangiophore, the different spores or different aplanospores are formed. Then, in case of the chlamydospores, these chlamydospores mainly develop in unfavorable conditions. So, chlamydospores, they will be present as the intercalaried thick wad, and they can be reserved all full materials. Then next is about the sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction mainly takes place by the formation of the gametangium. So there is the two gametes will be united and they form the gametogame. These gametogame develop the zygotes, and the zygotes grow or germinate and they form the zygosporangium. On that zygosporangiophore, the zygosporangium is developed, and through this zygosporangium, then the zygospores are developed and they will be germinate as a new mycelium. So this is the fact, and on that the questions like the on the gametangium, also the homothallic, heterothallic, or what is zygospores, zygophore. So on that different points, there are different questions may be asked. So this is the revision of characteristic of Phycomycetes as well as the Rhizopus. In next video, we take the revision of Aspergillus. This is the third part of the unit second. Now I stop here.